a very active night developing. Hey, how you doing? I just picked up my TVU, and I just noticed when I was coming to pick it up, police were racing somewhere, and I heard shooting, Mill Street, Westport, of course. So I'm kind of gonna see what is what, if it's anything or not. So here we go. So let's see what we got here. I saw 2 police cars and an ambulance heading this way. I heard shooting on the scanner. And the thing about a shooting is that you hear it on the initial call, and then you never hear anything again. And that's from the fire department. And they don't show it on the pulse point either, which is interesting. So they really don't want us showing up to their scenes. That would sound paranoid, but it's very apparent. They've got it worked out to where it goes silent and dark until the police department decides to send out a press release on the incident. So if you're lucky, you hear the initial call and you go check it out and see what happened. So that's what we're doing. The call was for Mill Street. Oh boy, look at this. Alright, this is Pennsylvania, is this cross street, so Mill Street is the next one on down. Everything looks normal.
Okay, thank you.
Quite often you'll get a call and then it'll turn out to be nothing. Oh, I see blinky lights. Yep, we got police tape up. Can we park in it'd be a miracle of all miracles. We park in this lot here. That would be so nice. Well, we found our scene. It is hard to tell when you come up upon a scene how serious it is or may be. This one turned out to actually be minor. Somebody heard shots and somebody, I guess, in the car got grazed by a bullet. It wasn't soon after I got here that the police started rolling up the tape and leaving the scene. So we went on to the next thing, which turned out to be this house fire. The family got out okay, and so did their pets, which is a great thing. The woman who lived there said that she put some clothes in the dryer and then smelled smoke after she went to bed, and they had a fire. Her mother was the owner of the house and was there talking to me, and so I try to respect people's privacy as much as I can when they're in their kind of moment, but I was right next to them when I got to talk to them, and I'm glad everybody's okay, and I hope the best for them.
TMR 317.
Hey, how you doing? Getting ready for our live shot. And tonight was, as soon as I came in, there was a a shooting call down in South Kansas City, and I went there, and it was, police wouldn't talk to me. Very close-lipped about it. And then when they rolled up police tape, I thought for sure there was, a shooting victim there. But when they rolled the police tape up, they were like, nope, you got to talk to our media unit. I mean, they're very, very quiet about things these days. And, they scrambled their scanner signals. And, people have tried calling them all night long, trying to get information about the stuff. I don't think this operating in the darkness is going to play out very well for them. I know controlling information is something that is desirable, but I don't think that operating in the darkness is the way to go. It's not going to end well. I tell you, agencies like police organizations need to operate in daylight, need to operate in the light, where everybody can see what they're doing and know what they're doing. And those that don't, they get into a lot more trouble in the end. So I don't know who would hear this, but it's not a good idea to just not talk about things. Enough said. I can never get over the view here, especially in the morning. I'm gonna get some coffee here in the farm coffee. But if you think the night shift is over, guess again. We had to go to breaking news, which was at Schlegel High School in the Kansas City, Kansas School District. Apparently, some students got into a fight, which resulted in one student being stabbed. So, fun. Time to get my steamer. Steamer. 'Nighttime coffee break, and since I gotta get up in the morning, I have a steamer instead of coffee. But then it's kind of my chance to get away this time of the day. All the kids do their CCD. Woohoo! So nothing happened tonight. But it's good because I was really, really tired. And then today we did a follow-up on the stabbing at Schlegel High School yesterday. So now I'm here in KCK. There's KCMO over there. Oh, this place is busy. The last time I was here, it wasn't busy at all. Split log coffee. Thought I'd give this place a try. Coffee. This place has poopery. Coffee. Alright, it is time to go home. I gotta get out of here, but look how busy this place is. I don't know if I can get out of here. Oh yeah, there's 2 lanes here. You know, I must have come here probably when the place first opened up, and I didn't expect it would be doing this well, but interesting spot here in KCK. They got their line for their drive-through, and
117 George, you can Henry.
I'll see if I can get across this busy street. Well, you know, it all made a fool out of me. This stuff was all much busier earlier. It was crazy about 5 minutes before I started rolling. And they got Central Avenue across into Kansas City, Missouri. The West Bottom's closed off, so I got to figure out another way to go without hitting let's try and go this way. No, let's not do that. I go straight to the highway. I'm trying to avoid the highway. Look at this. Why not Tacoma biscuit? I remember Steak and Shake had Tacoma sack. Interesting. We're in Strawberry Hill, part of KCK. Trying to figure out how to get where I want to go. Might not be able to do it. Alright, impromptu tour time. There exists in this very scenic spot a little bit of history that everybody should know about. And I think if I manage to come right up on it, I don't know.
170, 817.
But no, the little bit of history is about pandemics. And the last major one, I mean, look at that view of downtown Kansas City from here. There it is right there. To my left. Now the last major pandemic was Spanish flu. See this building here? This was an orphanage. Didn't exist before Spanish flu. It's now the Strawberry Hill Museum. But there were so many orphans created by Spanish flu that places like this had to open up left and right. So, you know, these immature people who go around talking about, you know, this stuff is not real, it's a conspiracy, you need to just grow up. Because, you know, it happened 100 years ago, and it's happening again, and I'm confused by these one-way signs. What does that mean? I think I can go right. But anyway, yeah, you just have to learn from history. And that's how we knew this was real, because it had happened before. And all you had to do is just go back and read about what happened 100 years ago. There's nothing new under the sun. And as they say, people who refuse to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So, a little bit of life lesson here in Kansas City, Kansas. But I will end with a drive into Kansas City, Missouri, across the Kansas River here. As we see downtown. Too bad the sunrise isn't that spectacular because of all the clouds, but oh well, I'll take it. was all over the place, but ended up here. I guess the weather was pretty severe last night here. It knocked the power out for 3 schools and knocked all these big branches down. When I got here, the power crews were working on these lines. They've since left, but they say the power is going to be out for all day. Yep, leaving all sorts of stuff around here. It's like springtime. There's a light right there. Some wires on the ground. Pretty weird weather we're having. But look at that beautiful sunrise. Today's live shot was on an exhibition here in Union Station, which I would like to go see, but I may not be able to because it's been sold out. I think they're going to make an announcement today. They're going to extend it. Can't seem to get away from this place, but I like it. I'm going to go upstairs here and have some coffee. This place gets very nice this time of year, which Christmas season is not all decked out yet. They're working on it still. The old waiting room is closed. They're redoing the floors. But look how pretty that is. Here's the tree that everybody gathers around to get their picture taken while waiting for the train. Last week I looked in here. It was pretty neat. Some old videos of trains. Some artifacts from railroads. And then some paintings, many of them of Union Station in the past. Pretty cool. Oh, and this, I believe it's a working steam engine, miniature. Hard to see with all the reflections. If I can get it to where it's not so reflective. Oh, where's a polarizer when I need one? But yeah. There's Santa Fe, Union Station at night. And here's Mopac. And we just rode that line last Saturday. Plenty other paintings and stuff. Oh, here's a less reflective view of the steam engine. Still pretty reflective. And of course, here's the Amtrak waiting room. And there's a lot of people getting ready to board again. I won't get too close. I don't think these people want to have their picture taken. But I love these old historic pictures. Here's the 1980s, I believe, under Amtrak. Here's the deteriorating station. And here's the station looked like in its heyday. The only action I had today was there was a shooting, 13th and Belmont. Person's in critical condition in the hospital, which I actually heard on the scanner, and by the time my executive producer called, I was about a block away, which is cool. And I found out that yesterday, while I was out. I heard something on the scanner about somebody being shot in the head, and I couldn't pin down where they were or where it happened, but I had heard it, and I heard them talking about it. And turns out, press release came today from Independence that somebody was shot in the head and killed. It was a homicide. That happened yesterday, unfortunately. So this place opened up, so it's time to get my coffee. Mocha. Nebraska, and it started snowing too. Woohoo! Hey, how you doing? Decided to come to Nebraska Furniture Mart to see if I can find some Osmo Actions on sale. And in the meantime, I'm trying out the idle cam again. It's been sitting next to my bed for I don't know how long, unused. I've had a lot of trouble with them. I don't think they're built very robustly, and I tried to use the app, and there's no app for them either. So, but they're still selling them, or the company still exists, and you can still buy them. So maybe they've improved, and maybe there's a firmware update. I doubt it. And yeah, it started snowing too, which is interesting. So anyway, I'm gonna get in there. I'm having so much trouble today. I don't understand it. But I went in there and I checked out their fire sales, and they didn't have what I wanted, unfortunately. I was looking for the Osmo Action version 1. They have the new version, the new Osmo Action in there. But I'm looking for the old one, because the old one is a really good camera. And for an action camera, it's probably one of the best ones out there. Very reliable, very sturdy. I use mine all the time. And nope, they didn't have any, so. And I've kind of stopped coming to Nebraska Furniture Mart because I'm having trouble with their warranties. They changed the way they did their warranties. And I had a GoPro Hero 7, and of course GoPro being GoPro, it locked up and was completely destroyed. So I put it in for a warranty, and they told me, well, you have to mail it into this third-party contractor that we have now. It used to be you could bring it into the store and exchange it at the desk here, which was great. But then they changed it, and then you had to mail it, and I did, and I never heard from them or saw my GoPro again. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to buy major electronics from Nebraska Furniture Mart if that's the way they do their system. So that's too bad. But you know, buying things that are on the sales rack at a steep discount is great. So let's go to the mother of all worst buys and see if they have anything. And if not, then I'm also checking out their dash cameras too. So anyways, alrighty then, here we are. Let's see if they have what we need, what we want. Maybe we'll be in luck. It'd be nice. Well, I went in, they had it, and I decided not to buy it. And I was looking at the dash cams pretty hard, and I'm kind of made a decision. I'm going to buy this Garmin dash cam. And I started walking around with the box in my hand, and this was after sitting there, trying to make up my mind and looking at them and looking them over, and I had questions on them, but nobody came by. Oh, well, somebody came by. They didn't bother to say, "May I help you?" or anything. So I grabbed the box, and I was walking around, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get the whatchamajingle, the Osmo Action. But the Osmo Action was under lock and key. So I was looking at the Osmo Action, and it was only $20 off. It wasn't really much of a discount. Matter of fact, I've seen it on sale before at the same price. So I started thinking about it. Nobody was helping me, and so I had a lot of time to think about it. I was like, I don't really need this stuff. Wait till I can get it on a discount or buy or whatever. So I put the box back with the Garmin. Then I thought, well, I'll just get the Osmo Action. I can afford that. And then I started thinking about it, and I was waiting for somebody to come. There's one guy in the electronics section. He was busy. Well, the whole store is an electronics section. But there's all these guys walking around, and none of them bothered to stop to ask me anything. Which is funny, because usually I can't make it through a store like that without being harassed left and right. And so then I thought about it, and I was like, I need to get a card for this thing, and it's only like a $20 discount. And the card costs $50. And I was going to pay cash, out of my card for this. Now it's adding up. No, I don't need it that bad. I can get it. I can find it later on a better discount or whatever, Nah. So I put it back. Well, I didn't put it back. It stayed under lock and key. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm going to Micro Center, and I'm going to look in there, and it has to be really discounted for me to be interested. If not, meh. Wow, the Navion has had some intensive surgery. They had to pull the engine to get to the exhaust manifold bolts, which I believe are on that side. Maybe they're on this side. Incredible. Taking Stella here to Banfield, but she has a medical plan here, but they don't want to honor it because it went to collections in July, which we paid off. And so we tried to get an appointment. We set up an appointment, but they want us to call the collections people first. Otherwise, they make us pay out of pocket, even after we've paid up till now. And this thing goes up in February, so we haven't been able to use it. So no, I don't recommend that plan at all. Looks like a T-bone. Hope nobody was hurt. It's a Costco brunch, and this place is quite busy.